Hello and welcome to Kidney Plugged In. It's September and that means the 2020 Kidney March is right around the corner. On the show today, we have training tips from Kidney March crew member and marathon man extraordinaire, Pi, who shares his best walking and jogging tips to help all Kidney March participants stay injury-free. And we have a special interview with one of the recipients of the 2020 Kidney Foundation bursary. Jalisa is a kidney transplant recipient, and she's very excited to start pursuing her degree in early childhood education this fall at Capilano University. And although the kidney camp had to be canceled this summer due to COVID-19, we have great highlights from past years at Camp Latona and testimonials from some kidney kids who shared what they liked most about and missed most about kidney camp. So stay with us because all this fun is coming up next right here on Kidney Plugged In.
Here in BC, the Kidney Foundation has sponsored children with kidney disease to attend camp since 2005. Since then, 580 campers have been able to enjoy a stress-free summer experience. For the first 9 years, camp was held at Sajak Ranch on Stave Lake and Mission. The highlight of this camp was the horseback riding opportunities. In 2014, we moved the camp to Camp Latona on Gambier Island in beautiful Howe Sound. This location has offered great ocean adventures, including the Sea Safari Zodiac trip and lots of water sports. Not only do children with kidney disease attend this camp, but we also include children who have received various transplanted organs. These campers are sponsored through the Children's Organ Transplant Society, COTS. Each year, about 40 children arrive at camp on a Sunday and revel in the camp offerings through until they leave the following Saturday. Some of the camp experiences include kayaking, tubing, ropes courses, zip line, overnight out trips, crafts, campfires, and more. Although I must say that the most raved about activity are the meals. Allie, the cook, is beloved for her homemade feasts.
So I've heard since kidney camp has been here at Camp Latona that the food is really great.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Allie's like the best chef.
She's amazing.
A lot of the things I do and my staff, we do it with love.
Also popular are the golden retriever dogs that the owners at the camp make sure are enjoying the summer along with the campers. Through the camp experience, children with kidney disease are able to relax and know that all their needs are taken care of. Nurses from BC Children's Hospital dedicate their vacation time to work at the camp to ensure all medication is taken and the children have the optimum safe camp visit. Campers report that it was refreshing to relate to other kids who share similar medical conditions and to feel like they finally fit in with a group of their peers. There's no cost for the parents. All camp fees are covered by the Kidney Foundation, and any child from BC or the Yukon who's approved by Children's Hospital may attend. For the first time in 15 years, camp had to be cancelled in 2020. The BC government mandated that there would be no overnight camps due to the coronavirus pandemic. There were a lot of very disappointed campers, nurses, and camp staff, but we all recognized that the safety of the campers was the first priority. The Kidney Foundation is very optimistic that camp will be able to resume next summer, but only if the safety and well-being of all campers can be assured. Nevertheless, some campers were keen to share what they liked most and missed most about camp. And, actually, why don't we let them tell you?
What's your favorite thing about camp?
I would have to say tubing.
You know everything there is to know about going to kidney camp.
Yeah, it's
Tell me your favorite thing about kidney camp.
One of them is swimming in this great ocean. It's so nice, refreshing too, if it's on a day like this.
What's your cheer for camp?
TP, Latona.
So, coming to Kidney Camp here at Camp Latona, what does it mean to you? What's kind of your favorite thing about it? What do you like about it most?
Well, I kind of like making new friends. Like, there was like a bunch of new people in my cabin, and I just got new friends.
Think you're going to come back again next year?
Definitely.
Hello, my name is Pi. I'm the photographer for Kidney March, and you might not know that I also ran 8 standalone marathons, 7 half marathons, 35 different triathlons, and 9 full Ironmans. What's an Ironman? It's a 3.8 kilometer swim, followed by a 180 kilometer bike, and then you have to run a 42 kilometer full marathon, all in one day, all with time cutoffs. So Kidney March would like me to share some of the tips and techniques that I've learned in the past to help my running and walking techniques to help reduce injuries. I'm over 106 kilograms. I'm not the best type of athlete for this type of sport, but I do appreciate the importance of proper technique to prevent injuries. It's especially more important as you grow older, and also sometimes the heavier you are, you have to be able to do these events with proper training and techniques. Hey, walking's pretty easy, right? How hard could that be? Well, after 20 to 30 kilometers, you'll soon discover little pains and aches that you might not have been aware of at shorter distances. I guarantee you, after 100 kilometers, bad technique is gonna hurt. So my first tip for you is shorter strides, okay, longer strides, you'll pay. So what does that mean? Well, shorter strides will allow you to walk with better form, and then longer strides, you tend to land with your heel. And the problem about landing on your heel is that's where most of your injuries come from. You see, when you land on your heel, all that energy gets absorbed by your shoe. And when you walk with a longer stride, your knees become straight, and the force of your body weight shoots up from your ankles to your knees to your hips. You might not feel it now, but you'll pay for it later. The better way is to take smaller strides. This will force you to land on your toes and midfoot, where your foot will absorb your entire body weight. If you can imagine running barefoot in the kitchen, you always land on your toes and midfoot like a cat and never on your heel. Remember to keep your eyes up, good posture, and walk proud. I want you to try this demonstration for yourself. Take your arm out like this, and then move your hand across by taking large steps. This is you walking, and requires a lot of energy just to drag your hand along. Now try it with short steps, and you'll immediately notice it doesn't require a whole lot of energy to move across. There are 2 reasons why. First, big steps require your hips to pull your body weight along. So you are literally dragging your body weight through the entire distance of the stride. Secondly, with small steps, you basically let your body weight swing that leg forward and fall in place, letting the momentum and gravity do all the heavy work. Your center of gravity and your body is aligned closer to the impact zone, and your feet will absorb most of the shock. The bottom line is, just by reducing your stride about 10% or more, you will greatly reduce the amount of strain and pressures that are falling on your knees, your hips, and your feet.
Okay, so my name is Sean. I am 10 years old. I have nephrotic syndrome, and I come from Kamloops, BC. I have just attended my 3rd year at Camp Latona.
What does it mean to you being able to go to camp?
It's just like great that I can see so many kids that have to deal with the same problem as me and sometimes even worse. So, and like, I'm glad that they can just make a camp for kids like me.
What are your top 5 activities you do at Camp Latona?
Okay, so there is tubing, something that we do called the Leap of Faith, zip lining. I love the food there, that's always amazing. And there is like just water sports where you get down there and just do whatever you want by the water.
So that food at camp sounds pretty awesome. What's your favorite meal?
I really like the ribs that the chef makes. They are like so good, perfect.
Can you share with us the best thing that has ever happened at camp?
Oh, the best things that can possibly happen are when at meals, sometimes counselors get punished and you love to see them get punished. Yes. From like bad table manners. One of the challenges is they have to try to crack an egg with their armpit and if they don't do that in 15 seconds, they have to crack it on their head. The campfire is great. We sing songs, we do activities, and yeah, just a nice time to get around everybody.
What would you say to a kid who is there and is homesick?
If you're homesick, then just push through all of it. It doesn't matter, you won't even realize that your parents aren't there. It'll be so fun.
What would you tell other kids who have not gone to camp yet about your Camp Latona experience?
That it's a great camp. Like, don't worry about a thing. They'll take care of it all. The food's amazing, and you'll love it so much.
For the last few years, the BC Yukon Branch of the Kidney Foundation has had the opportunity to provide educational bursaries to kidney patients. Joining us on Kidney Plugged In today, we're pleased to have one of the recipients of the 2020 Kidney Bursaries. Jalisa, welcome to Plugged In.
Thank you so much for having me.
Jalisa, I understand that you're a kidney transplant recipient, but previously a kidney patient on peritoneal dialysis. Can you briefly tell us about your journey with kidney disease?
Yeah, so it was around 2013 when I was initially diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. It was a kind of a slow progression from there, but I started dialysis actually on Christmas Eve of 2016 and did that at home every night for 12 hours before I had my transplant in March of 2018.
That is quite the journey. Now tell me, how did you hear about these bursaries?
So I actually saw the post on Instagram, the Kidney BC Instagram account, and obviously school costs are something that can be very stressful, so I thought I would take a shot and apply. So I went to the website and submitted my application.
Was it a fairly easy process?
Very easy, yeah. It took about 5-10 minutes.
How did you find out that you had been a successful candidate for a bursary?
So I received an email from you actually to tell me that I had been selected to receive the bursary, and then there was a follow-up call to kind of discuss the logistics of it.
This year, Jalisa, the bursaries provided $1,750 directly to tuition at Capilano University for you. That was $1,000 contributed through the J. Buchwald and A. Chung bursary, and $750 through the Reno Yes bursary.
Super helpful. Obviously, it's a good amount of money that covers most of the costs for my school term.
Jalisa, I understand that the tuition that was paid to Capilano University was for the program you're about to start in September. Can you tell us a bit about that program?
So I'm currently in the Early Childhood Care and Education program at CapU. So it's a 4-year bachelor degree program, currently just starting out, so I've got a bit of a ways to go.
That's great. What do you hope to do with that degree?
So I'm hoping that at the end of it, I have enough knowledge to start out working for someone else and eventually open my own daycare that is kind of represents my values.
That sounds like a very good goal, Jalisa.
Thank you.
Now that it's 2020, Jalisa, will you be having classes actually on campus at Capilano University, or will you be doing virtual learning?
So some classes are currently set to be on campus. Being immunocompromised, I am currently I'll be taking classes online just to keep my distance and make sure that I am safe at home.
Sure, as a post-transplant patient, you're on immunosuppressant drugs, so it's great that you're aware of your general compromise in the public.
Yeah, definitely.
How's your health right now, Jalisa?
So everything's been stable. Very fortunate to be in a place where not having to worry about constant treatment or lots of doctor's appointments, so it's just kind of maintenance at this point. Still doing some virtual doctor's appointments every few months and meds on a daily basis, but other than that, it's pretty low maintenance right now.
Well, congratulations on your successful kidney transplant, your ongoing health, and your educational goals. Certainly, I know in the Lower Mainland there's a great need for qualified daycare.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being on Kidney Plugged In, Jalisa. We wish you continued health and great luck in your schooling. I'm so glad you were able to benefit from these bursaries.
Thank you so much for having me on and for the amazing bursary.
Hi, I'm David C. Jones, and this is Talking Kidney with Sydney the Kidney. And you know what? It's a little bit challenging to do all the fun things that I like to do with Sydney the Kidney when we're not filming Talking Kidney, because we have to be socially distanced all the time, and we can't do some of the things that we like to do. I'll show you. One of the things that we like to do is we like to blow bubbles, and it's so hard with a mask on. You don't know what to do. Oh! Oh, okay, okay. Wait a second. There we go. Yeah! Yeah! Ah, get that one. This one's going all the way up. Yeah! Oh, careful, you're spilling. And one of the things that's been really challenging, it's been really cutting into our kazoo band practice. We were getting really good too. We almost had all of Bohemian Rhapsody down on the kazoo. One of the other challenges is when you're throwing a birthday party for Sydney, the real surprise is that he can't blow out the wishing candles. Don't worry, I'm sure your wish will still come true. And our bluegrass band is only half as good. It could also make having a tea party kind of challenging. One of the other challenges is you can't go snorkeling, but you can still have fun at the pool. You can still play frisbee. Yeah! You can play baseball. Whoa! Sorry. So as long as you're physically distancing and wearing your mask, there's actually a lot of fun things that you can do during this summer. You can go for walks. 10 more minutes. Oh, you cheater. You cheater. You can make art. You can build things. You can talk with friends on video conferencing. In fact, why don't you let us know some of the things that you've been doing with your friends so that might inspire Sydney and me of other things that we can do. I'm David C. Jones, and this has been Talking Kidney with Sydney the Kidney.
Watch 9-year-old kidney camper Julian as he shows us some of his awesome dance moves and talks about what he likes most about attending kidney camp.
Capilano is my favorite place because I like swimming and because it was cool, the water was cool. And I also liked sleeping in a cabin because it was comfy, sleeping in my sleeping bag. The dance party was awesome because I got to dance.
Let's see, so kidney is these are my grandpa's kidney stones. They're very precious. Kidney is a bone in your back that helps you turn.
I don't know, to be honest.
They don't know kidneys are vital, do you? Get the facts at kidney.ca.
Another common pain you'll find are shin splints, IT band problems, and piriformis syndromes. And these are a result of muscles that are not used to working within that range of movement. The way you train for it is to develop exercise routines and stretches that address working out these muscles that you seldom use. Shin splints and ilioband injuries, IT problems, mostly come from muscles not being able to handle the unfamiliar lateral forces that occur when you try to balance your body's motion through your run or walk. Challenge yourself on your next pre-walk stretching routine to include stretches like deep front lunges, side-to-side lunges, and side leg lifts to broaden your range of movement. This is why training on uneven surfaces is really important for your training in the preseason. Newsflash, the kidney march is not perfectly flat. There are hills, there's slanted pavement, and there's uneven surface everywhere. So mix up your training routine by hiking, stair climbing, walking, or jogging on soft surfaces like trail or soft grass. This will help you strengthen them for situations that you might not anticipate if you walked on a perfectly flat sidewalk. Trail walking is the best. Listen to your body. If you feel discomfort, try walking out for a little bit for a couple of kilometers. Most discomfort goes away after your body readjusts. If you feel sharp pain, stop and reassess. During your workouts, you want to stay hydrated as much as you can with electrolytes. You sweat most of your electrolytes out during your activity, and you want to replenish them to prevent muscle cramps and pain down the road. And finally, a note about shoes. If you're having feet pain or blistering, you might want to check out elastic shoelaces. Your feet over time will naturally swell when you're on your feet all day, especially when you're walking. Your feet will feel hot, sweaty, and heavy. Elastic shoelaces will let your feet expand and breathe. Some brands of laces will have knots to help you to control the levels of tension along your foot that a traditional shoelace can't do. Some people might like more room in the toe box, for instance, and a snugger fit near the ankle. My last tip is to consult a running shoe store to diagnose problems with your feet. You'll be surprised what different brands of shoes can do to help with your stability, your under and over pronation, which is the torsional movement of your foot, high unsupported arches. You could have shoes that address those issues, and stability. So a good running store will help diagnose the problems. And one great tip before you go to a running store is to bring an older pair of shoes. This will show all the wear and tear marks over time and help the running store diagnose any problems that you have with longer distances, because they'll show up on your shoe, whether you're a heel dragger or you tend to land too much on one side of the shoe. Those things will be revealed by a consultation with the running store. So here's a quick recap of the things that we covered. Number 1, shorter strides, okay. Longer strides, you'll pay. Number 2, remember to do those strengthening exercises and stretch during your practice. Number 3, train on different types of surfaces, especially trails and hills. Number 4, to prevent muscle cramping, try to drink sports drinks over water and keep your electrolyte balance with salty snacks. Number 5, try elastic laces to keep your feet happy. Number 6, consult a running store to find the right shoe for your foot. So good luck out there. Remember, shorter strides mean longer distances.
Hey honey, I lost the list for Jason's birthday thing. Obviously hamburger, cakes. No, not hamburger cakes. Hamburgers and cake. And buns, sausage.
Talking! Ooh, eye candy.
Is it a full moon tonight? People are being weird. And don't forget to make the Facebook event private this time. Okay,
bye. Can you imagine losing most of something without realizing it? Over time, kidney disease can destroy up to 80% of kidney function before you notice any symptoms. Talk to your family doctor to see if you're at risk and need to be screened. It could save your life.